So you want to win at everything and you want to do it in 5 minutes or less? I'm the best and you should tell me how I'm wrong. We'll have an argument and I will not lose. The topic will be yours to choose. If we should find that you're right, I won't fight, I'll just change my mind. You see, if you actually are right, I've already agreed to agree with you. So you can't really argue with this argument without being wrong yourself. And then I've won. If you've changed my mind, then I've learned something new. And that's another win. And this is the art of war. The best way to win is to be right. And rather than fight, you make your enemy your friend by bringing them to your side, and then your problem is solved.
Welcome to Put to the Question, where we will try to answer questions that break our preconceived notions about the world, without it being too painful of a process. We'll try to relate what are seemingly unrelated topics, and we ought to want to have our ideas challenged, so we can have a better understanding after hashing out our differences. Even if we don't yet agree, hopefully we remain cordial and respectful until we reconcile. In the end, the goal is for us all to be at peace. And now back to it.
The best fight is no fight, and the best enemy is no enemy. So if, like me, you also want to be the best, you need to be honest with yourself and others. And that's really honest. And you have to listen to what someone is telling you. You have to honestly understand what they're saying. And only then can you make a true and fair assessment of every side. In Ender's Game, the title character says, "In the moment when I truly understand my enemy, understand him well enough to defeat him, then in that very moment I also love him." I think it's impossible to really understand somebody, what they want, what they believe, and not love them the way they love themselves. And then in that very moment when I love them, I destroy them. And without spoiling the story, if you haven't read it, and the book series is way better than the movie, let's avoid Ender's mistake. I do like the movie too, though. If your previous enemy is now a friend, then we have essentially destroyed that enemy and we've avoided the bloody business altogether. How do we give a true and fair assessment, an honest assessment of our enemy's side? Let's ask, does their argument limit the life, the liberty, or the pursuit of happiness of someone else? If not, it might be hard to argue that they're wrong. And then you have to ask yourself, why are you on the opposing side? I've done that, and I'm on the right side, and that's why I'm the best. And you can tell me how I'm wrong. And put yourself to that question.
If you like my ideas, perhaps you'll enjoy my novella, Take a Little Trip. Have you questioned the nature of your reality? Have you wondered why things aren't better? Do you believe humanity can achieve a time of tenacious peace with an empathetic understanding of each other, that we can truly experience a libertarian dream? And that's a small L there. By thinking about life a little differently, I hope to inspire readers to affirm all of those questions. I use the trope of aliens observing Earth, but from a somewhat unique angle. Not wanting the planet nor its resources for themselves, they are non-biological consciousnesses. And by cataloging the human experience, they can augment their own. They are observing the collective situation we are in, and particularly how we got to where we are. They could solve all of our problems, but the question is, would humanity even want them to? Our biggest hang-ups are their main topics of discussion: religion, tribalism, racism, conflict, environmental destruction, and the general short-sightedness of our global actions. The story is written as a play, with the mood shifting from comedy to tragedy and back again as they move towards the goal of addressing humanity and avoiding conflict in the process. The main point is answering the big question, why? Why should we universally improve? And the quick answer, which is addressed early on in the book, is to selfishly live a better life. If you decide to read it, hopefully you will find it enjoyable. Patreons are invited to ask questions, which I will answer through video Q&As exclusively there. Links to the book and the Patreon are in the description, and even if you don't choose to support in other ways, thanks for watching.